What America has always wanted with Georgia Dream, is to keep building our partnership together in a mutually beneficial way. I came here completely committed to doing that with whatever government the Georgian people chose, and that was when I arrived GD. And I would have been happy to continue doing that. Unfortunately, the actions of the government have made it very difficult. And I think you can see the impact on Georgia's reputation in Washington, in part by the MEGOBARI Act. It's a strong bipartisan support by Republicans and Democrats for this legislation that calls out GD for some of the anti-democratic, anti-American actions it's taken.
What can you say about MEGOBARI Act political significance and about its perspective to be finally adopted and signed? I mean enacted at the end.
Well, it passed the House with overwhelming support, bipartisan support. Now it's in the Senate. I've heard from several people in the Senate that they believe it will eventually pass. As you know, our Senate's been, or as you might not know, but our Senate's been working hard on other legislation over the last month. But political significance, I think, is really important because it shows you that the actions of this government, how they're being perceived by Republicans and Democrats in our Congress. Now, that's not the executive branch, and Congress doesn't speak for the executive branch. But certainly, there are very influential politicians who have relationships with the executive branch. And so I think I think it shows you in part what's happening to Georgia's reputation.